Hello, welcome to World Sports, the news that you need to know in the sports world.
Hello to all our viewers. In the program of today, we're going to have 4 news about superstars in the sports. The first news that we're going to have is the Colombian soccer revelation, Luis Diaz. He's going to tell us about his life, what he do, and how he do in his new team. The second news that we're going to have is about Keylor Navas, the Paris Saint-Germain goalkeeper. He will tell us about his life and what he's going to do on the sports and the plans that he has next. The other news that we're going to have is a tribute to one of the best basketball players who ever stepped on the court. We're going to see the life and the best move in the court of Kobe Bryant. And the last news is going to be about one famous Brazilian Formula One pilot that we will remember and we will do him a tribute. We are going to talk about Ayrton Senna.
Hi, my name is Luis Fernando Diaz, but I'm known as Lucho Diaz, El Guajiro, because I was born in Guajira. I'm 25 years old. I am playing the last 23 matches in Liverpool, and in Colombia I also play a lot of matches. But I play in Colombia, and since there I was known in all Europa. So I hope to play a lot of matches in the future in Liverpool, in Colombia, or in any team. Thank you, David, for having me in this funny program. I really appreciate the time you give me to introduce me to people who don't know a lot of things about me and are so interested in it.
So, thanks to you for accepting our request. Now, you can tell us a bit of your personal and professional life, please?
Of course, as some of you already know, I was born in La Guajira, in the town of Barrancas, in 1997, and since here I want to give a salute to my dad and my mom, because without their help I wouldn't achieve anything I have today. And of course I'm gonna tell you all my journey since the beginning, from today, with my team Liverpool. Okay, first I started my soccer career in Cruz Valle Football FC, where I was known very quickly by the talent I had, and this allowed me to travel to Bogota. In that time I was 17 years old. In Bogota I joined to the National Indigenous Selection of Colombia, and 2 years later I participated in the second division of Barranquilla FC. Quickly my talent was very known, and in Colombia in 2018 I was called to the Colombia senior national team to debut my first match against Argentina. That ended with a draw. And thank God, Jurgen Klopp called me to play for Liverpool in a forward position, and I was so happy in it. And although I was suffering malnutrition, that didn't stop me to become one of the most sought after players in European professional teams. It turns out that in social networks was published one image in which I appear with a background with the Liverpool flag and a message that says only the best Colombian have thrown in the Liverpool customs. And of course that message and that publication was not very well received in my national team. However, I still have a lot of appreciation for my national team because I meet a lot of people that accompany me and support me in my journey as a professional soccer player. And the fact that a state list publication has appeared does not mean that I despise my national team. Finally, I must say that I'm very grateful to all the people that accompany me in the progress because thanks to their help, I have achieved many accomplishments, such as the being Cup champion, the well-known Carabao, and FA Cup champion, the letter that I won this year.
Well, now we know more about Luis Diaz, such a nice guy. Well, now we're going to talk about a great goalkeeper. He's playing for the PSG, so please welcome to Keylor Navas. Hi Keylor, how you doing?
Hi David, I'm going to interview Keylor Navas. I'm here. Okay, when was you born? I was born in 1986 and on 15 December. Okay, how was you raised? I was raised in the countryside. I learned to the mill and the cows, to cultivate and to ride a horse. Yes. Okay, this question is very important. How did you start your career? Like the goalkeeper that we know that you are. How start this? Okay, first I was rejected by the team of Perseledon in my city. Then I was accepted in a team more small, and with this team we play a match with a team very big that was Saprissa. That was a big team in the time of the tournament in Costa Rica, and in this team I have the opportunity to start to play in Spain and other countries that I didn't know nothing, but was very excellent. Okay, right. This question is very important. What was your first tournament won? In America first and then in Europe. My first tournament was the International Cup with my first team that was a Prisa. And in Europe, the 2014 Champions League of the year of the World Cup. The also time I won the Champions League with my team, the Real Madrid, with James, with Ronaldo, with Benzema. Okay, do you consider your career as a success? Right? You are fine with your life, like goalkeeper, and your career is success. I think that my career was a very incredible care with faith in God, and I thank to God for the things that I lived with my family in my career like a goalkeeper. I thanked every to God. Okay, Keylor, thank you for sharing your professional career and your life like a goalkeeper, like another person in Costa Rica, Pérez Celedón. Thank you for the perspective of the faith and the points that you talk about. Is admirable that you have these points of the faith and the honor to God. in the soccer, right? You have another one thing that you want to say. I thanks to God and to you for the opportunity to share the history of my car. Okay, I believe that is a opportunity to the children and to the boys that are promises in the soccer to start and to don't never give up, right? So be it. Thank you, Kaylor. David, we come to the studio where on the televidence we are going to see another person. Thank you, Kaylor. Thank you, televidence, for the opportunity, and goodbye. We're going to see the other person.
Now we're going to have some flashbacks. We'll see a tribute of one of the best NBA players. We will remember the Black Mamba. Let's recall the life and the best moments of Kobe Bryant.
In this segment, we are going to pay tribute to one of the best basketball players who was stepped on the court, which too is Kobe Bryant, for which we will review his entire history until this moment of his death. First of all, I appreciate this space that was given so that they can remember the life of a great athletic. He was born in August 23 in the years 1978, Philippines, United States. He is son of the Pam Bryant and Joe Bryant, who was a former NBA player and the role model of Kobe Bryant. Bryant debuted in NBA in the New York Lakers team, thanks to the influences of his father, in the years 1996. After a few years to train with this team, he led his to the victory of three consecutive NBA titles in the years 2000 and 2002. Bryant rose the fourth place on the list of all-time leading scorers in the NBA after scoring 81 points in the single game against the Toronto Raptors. He was weighed 96 kilograms and was 1.98 meters tall. His chair was number 20. His chair was number of 24, and he was a leader of the team. And unfortunately, he died on January and 26 in the years 2020, at the age of 41 years, in a helicopter accident in the California tech, with his son of 13 years old. And this is Mariana Gina Marie was a event. This is a event that left a great vault in the world of sports. Thanks you very much for your attention and very well.
To finish, we are going to see another tribute. This time, we will going to see the best races and the life of one of the best South American pilots in the Formula One. We're going to see Ayrton Senna.
Of course, and with this we start the tribute that we have for this great pilot who drove until the last moment. His life started at the Sao Paulo, Brazil, the 21st of March of the 1916. At the 3 years old, his father built him a cart to replace a bike or a skateboarding, but the father don't know that he is building a love for the speed of Ayrton. Fastly, he showed the talent for the speed, the careers in the kart. At the 13 years old, he was won the first tournament official, and in the 18 years old, he was the winner of the tournament of South America karting. And then his career grew up because a European team, Lotus, chose him for Formula 3. But in 1988, the best team of the moment, McLaren, chose him for Formula 1. Then he was his first world prize. In 1991, Ayrton Senna was the winner of 3 world champions. But the next year, teams like Renault modified their cars, and this occasioned that the car of Ayrton Senna was overtaken by the cars of Renault. That gave reasons to Ayrton Senna to change of team. In 1994, Ayrton Senna was chosen by the Renault team, but a terrible start of temporary occasioned that other legend, Schumacher, is 20 points ahead that Senna in the table. In the first day of May of the 1994, in the way back to San Marino, the worst happened. Ayrton Senna collisioned with a cement wall at more than 200 kilometers per hour, and this occasioned his death. The life of this champion, who was recognized by his ability to take the course of the track, he was a legend, and we are going to remember it not only because he's in a trophy, because he take a part of history of the Formula 1. And if you are a lover of the Formula 1, you know who is Ayrton Senna.